Welcome to my platform. With me here, I have a question on the board, which is under calculus. And the question is driven from 2017 past paper 2 internal. So let us pay a particular attention and see how best we can work out this question. Okay, this is the solution. The solution now. So the question read, find the coordinates of the points on the curve y is equals to 2x power 3 minus 3x power 2 minus 36x minus 3, where the gradient is 0. So here they want us to find the coordinates of the points of this curve. How can we find the coordinates of the given curve? Okay, so one thing that you must understand is that calculus, this is the branch of mathematics that deals with the rate of change. So that means it is a branch of mathematics that deals with the gradients. The other name is differentiation in this case, more especially when we are handling questions like polynomial equation like the one that is on the board. There we use the term differentiation, and also integration. These are some of the things that are found under calculus. So now let us see how we are going to work out this one. So here they are saying we need to look for the coordinates of the points of this curve. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to find the gradient of the curve which we have there. Then that gradient now we need to equate it to what? To 0, because they are saying where the gradient is 0. Now how do we find the gradient of the curve? The gradient of the curve is found like this. So we have 2x power 3 minus 3x squared minus 36 minus 3. Okay, so what happens here is that when finding the gradient of this one, or when differentiating, the other way that you can use for finding the gradient is the differentiate. So when differentiating this one, we multiply the power times the coefficient of this term. Then that power is going to be decreased by 1. And we do that term by term. So here we have this one, we have this one, we have this one. So we do that on this one, we go to the next term and also to the other term and the last one. Okay, so when we say 3 times 2, we are going to have 6x. Then this power should be decreased by 1. So we need to subtract a 1 from the original power. So when we say 3 minus 1, we are going to have 2. It means we are done with the first term. Then we go to the next term. Then we maintain the operating sign, which is negative. Then here again, we are going to say 2 times 3. We are going to have 6. Okay? We are going to have 6x. Then the original power is 2. So 2 minus 1, we are going to remain with 1. So 1, we can't indicate a 1 there, x power 1, because just from the way it is power 1 there. So from there, we go to the last part of, actually we are still remaining with 2. So we go to the next one, 36x. So how do we integrate the term with a variable and with power 1? A variable with power 1. How do we differentiate that one? Here we don't have to spend much of our time. or what normally happens here, you just get the coefficient of that variable. So the coefficient of x here is 6. It means you have differentiated. Then, when differentiating the constant number, which has the number which has got no variable, that one is automatically 0. So there it's 0 because this 3 doesn't have any variable. So we are going to end from there. So as you can see this time around now, we have a new expression, which is a quadratic expression. If you can have a look, here is squared, then you have this one, and this is the quadratic expression. Remember, on the question they are saying where the gradient is 0. So this is our gradient according to the one that you are given here. So we are going to equate this gradient to what? 0. Okay, so after we've done that, we are now going to find the value of x, because the original question here, they want us to find the what? The coordinates of the points of this curve. So the first thing that you are supposed to do is to find the values of what? X. Okay? This is where now we are going back now to the 11th week, where now we are going to look at the quadratic equation, quadratic expression. Okay? So now, how do we do it? Remember, we have several methods that we can use here. We have factorization method, we have completing square method, we also have formula method. Now in this case, we are likely to use the simplest one, which is the factorization method. So now, on that one again, there's something that you are supposed to know there. One, we should know the what? We should know the product, we should know the sum, and also the factors. Then we proceed. Now, looking at the expression that we have here, we have 6, here we have 6 as a coefficient, we have 6 there. I think we can look for a number that can go into 3 of these terms so that we can reduce them. What is that number? Automatically, the common factor, or rather the common denominator of these numbers is automatically 6. 6 can go into there, 6 can go into there, 6 can go into there, 6 can go into there. So let us use 6. The instance of doing that, we just want to reduce this one so that we can simplify, or rather we can find the value of x in a simplest way. So we are going to say over 6 there, then here 6, then there 6, then there 6. So 6 will cancel each other. We are going to remain with x squared minus 6 there. We are going to remain with x minus 6 there. We are going to remain with 6. Then equals 6 there. It's 0. So this is our new expression. So now from there, let us look for product. Product, we look for sum, we look for factors. So product. So how do we find these 3 things? So the first thing that we are supposed to do for product, we are going to always, what normally happens, we are going to find the coefficient of the first term, the one with the power 2, the one with the power 2, we find the coefficient times the constant number. So in this case, the coefficient of x squared is 1 times negative 6, which is a constant number. We are going to have negative 6. That will be our product. Then we come to our sum. Sum, we just get the coefficient of the middle term. So the middle term in this case is negative x. So the coefficient of negative x is negative 1. Is negative 1. That's the coefficient of negative x. Then, having known the product and the sum, now it is very easy for us to find the factors. Now, how do we find the factors? The factors, the simplest way of finding the factors, we are going to identify the factors of 6. We identify the factors of 6. And we are going now to get 2 numbers amongst the factors that we are going to come up with. We get 2 numbers which has got the difference of 1, the difference of a sum. Okay? So now, factors, actually these are numbers. These are 2 numbers. when we multiply them, we should have negative 6. And when we add the same two numbers, we should have negative 1. So what are those two factors? So that is where I've indicated earlier that we should identify the factors of 6. So the factors of 6, we have negative 1, we have negative 1. Let me write them separate here. We have 1. Okay, let me just say 6. We have 1. We have 2. We have 3. We have 6. So we have 6. So these are some of the factors of 6. So now, having known this, we are going to pick two numbers which has got the difference of 1. So the numbers which has got the difference of 1 here is just 2 and 3. So we have 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 is our factors that we are going to use here. Okay? So now, these are just possible. Now let us look at the signs, because a product there has got a negative and also the sum. So between the two, which one should carry a negative sign? So we are going to get 3. 3 supposed to have a negative sign, because when we multiply, we multiply 2 times negative 3, we are going to have negative 6. Then 2 plus negative 3, we are going to have negative 1. So 3 is going to have a negative there. Okay, so now we have come up with the factors. So now from there, we are going to break down now this quadratic equation. So on the sum part, we are going to substitute these two factors. So we are going to say x squared plus 2x minus 3x then minus 6 equals 0. So from there, we are going to factorize this. We'll group them in this way. So here the common denominator between this is x. So inside there we have x plus 2. Then minus, the common denominator is 3. So we have x plus 2. Then equals what? 0. Okay? Equals 0. So now here, we are going to group them. First of all, what is inside there? Then we have x plus 2 is equals to 0. For this one, since they are the same, we just have to pick one. So now from there, we are saying x minus 3 equals 0, or x plus 2 equals 0. So here, x equals 0 plus 3, because when this one go at the other side, it will become positive. Or x equals 0 minus 2. So x is equals to 3, or x is equals to negative 2. Very good. So we have found the values of x. So x is equals to 3, or x is equals to negative 2. That is the way to go. So we are done with x's. Now remember, they are saying coordinates of the points. So we need to also find the values of y. Okay? So now to find the value of I, the first thing that we are going to do actually, since we have two variables, values of x, we have 3 and 2. So the first one, we'll write the same curve equals. So where there is x, we are going to substitute the first value of x, which is a 3. So we are going to say 2, open bracket, then 3, then power 3, then minus 3. Again, where there is x, 3 squared, then minus 6. Again, where there is x, 3, then minus 3. Okay? Then let's simplify. So this is 27. 27 times 2, 54. 54. Then minus, this is 9. 9 times 3, 27. Okay? And this is, when we say 36 times 3, 36 times 3, okay? 36 times 3, 36 times 3, The answer will be 108 minus 108, or 108 minus 3. Okay? So when you simplify this, 54 minus 27 minus 108 minus 3, the answer will be negative 54. Okay? That will be our answer. So when x is 3, y is negative 4. So there we are going to have now, we are going to have 3 comma negative 8, 4. That is the first coordinate. Then next one, we are going to substitute negative 2 this time around with the same curve that we have. So y is equals to 2, where there is x, we put negative 2, then power 3, then minus 3, open bracket, where there is x, we put negative 2 squared, then minus 36, where there is x, we put negative 2, then minus 3. Okay? Then here we are saying this is negative 8 times 2, it's negative 16. Then we have 3, this is 4, then negative 12. 4 times 3, negative 12. Then plus times 2 is 72. Positive, because negative 36 times negative 2 is positive 72. Then minus 3. Okay? So when we simplify, negative, when we simplify, negative 16 minus 12, then plus 72, then minus 3. Answer is 41. So here we are going to have 40, positive 41. So when x is equals to, when x is negative 2, when x is negative 2, then y is 41. Okay? So these are the coordinates that they are looking for. Hence the answer. So that would be our answer. Here we put 41. So 2 comma 41, yes. So that would be our answer. So thank you so very much for your attention and following the steps bit by bit. Thank you once again.